Hey guys, and welcome to another extremely motivational cleaning video as well as DIY video. Today is very exciting because I'm finally sharing with you guys our plans. We are preparing to sell our home, which, as I'm sure many of you know, is a lot of work, and I'm excited to take you guys along for the ride. So in this video, I will share with you guys our reason for selling our home and where we plan to go and all of that. But first, I will talk about what my husband is doing here. So he is preparing the floors to paint them. So we have already painted them in the past, this like very light gray color, which we do not regret. It made a big difference, but it's just been years, and so of course paint is not going to hold up for years and years. And also when we painted it, we were expecting the color to be a little bit darker, not quite this light, and obviously having such light floors is going to show every speck of dirt, so we wanted to change the color. We decided to go with a brown color to try to match our laminate wood flooring, and I am so happy with the results. I have always wanted to put the laminate flooring here into the kitchen. I just think it makes the house feel bigger. It pulls your eye, all the way across the room if the flooring is the same. That's something that you will often hear from decorators. So, that was the idea, but it is quite pricey to have tile ripped up and all of that, and it would also be a big project that we would have to deal with the kids around and everything. So we decided to just paint it again, but do it in the color of the floor, or just as similar of a color as we could find. And I think it was such a great solution. This is a fraction of the price that it would be to replace the floors. It does take some work and effort, and so you have to be willing, and I'm blessed to have my husband who's willing to do it. But it is a very affordable project, and it makes a big impact. So if you are new here, my husband and I have done a ton to this house, a ton of DIYs and a ton of painting and just things to make this home feel more modern and up to date, more our style. So this is just one of the many projects we have done, and we have lots of plans for future projects with our next house. So I will talk about that in a little bit, but if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe and click the bell for when I post new videos, because obviously I will have lots of exciting videos now that we are preparing our home to sell, and we will be moving, and then we'll be moving on to like a new project, which we are very excited about. will link the paint down below for you guys. This is an actual tile paint. It is meant for tile, and as you guys will see, my husband puts like a top coat on it. I think he did a semi-gloss, which made a big difference. And this project took probably about 2 days or so, and then it says on the paint can that it will be at its full potential, like full strength, after 7 days. So we tried to keep like the chairs and the trash can and different things off of the floor for at least a week, just to prevent any scratches. That was something we noticed last time, is that we had put like protectors on the bottom of our chairs for the floor, but they came off and the chairs just like scratched the floor. So we have tried to be extra careful about that this time. My husband starts off by not painting in the pantry, but don't worry, he will get there, because I was like, no, we gotta have the pantry too. So anyway, I absolutely love the way this color turned out. I really hope that the future owners of this home like it. And you know what? Maybe they won't, because painted tile is just not their thing. But we did this for a very affordable price, and it looks nice and clean. So if they decide they want to rip it out or whatever, they can, but it wouldn't really be worth the investment for us to do it.
Side of you trying to break through, able to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do. All you ever do is say how far you wanna go. Baby, I can tell it's just for show. Every line designed to let me know. You know you're already accepted. To me you're always picture perfect. You think you're gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I. So am I. Together you're afraid to hold my hand, trying to understand. What if this doesn't go as planned? So you don't know what it means to be loyal and kind. I know that you're not blind. Tell me what is really on your mind. You know you're already accepted. To me you're
Okay, so this clip is obviously a while after we painted the floors. They're holding up very nicely. My husband did, I think, at least 2 top coats, and we let it dry, and we were very careful with it for a good while. But now we're moving on to the next steps in preparing our home. In this video, stay tuned because we are going to fix that curtain situation behind me. Which I know has bothered so many of you, and truly it's bothered me too. It was one of those things. We had planned to put a bamboo shade there as well, and that's why we removed the plantation shutters, but then it was like out of stock and we just didn't get to it. And then my son Carter got sick, and so fixing up the house and doing little DIY things, they just kind of died for a little bit. And that's what I meant in my last video when I talked about that. Someone commented saying don't blame your poor housekeeping on your son being sick like a year or 2 ago or whatever. And first of all, my son went through hours and hours of surgery. He was in the hospital for months and months. I mean, it was a horrible, horrible, life-altering experience, and we could have lost him. So it was bad, and trauma like that doesn't just poof go away the second that you're better, and healing takes a very, very long time from something like that. But anyway, I didn't mean, by the house not being perfectly clean or whatever. You guys know I share real life and how messy our house can get. I didn't mean that. I meant like our DIY stuff, like the curtain up there. It just became like, that's what's there and who cares, we had other priorities at that time. But life goes on, and we are growing and healing spiritually and physically, and now we're kind of feeling ready to take on another project. So obviously right now that project is preparing our home to sell it. So my job is basically to do the cleaning. When you sell your home, you want it to be very clean, obviously. So I have been wiping everything down, cleaning the entire house. My next video will be me cleaning the entire house to get it ready for pictures. But wiping it down was like a big job. And then my husband has been doing, he's the painter in this relationship. So he's been doing the floors. He did the bathroom. That was in a couple videos back. Like he painted the shower, and then he's been doing a lot of touch-up paint all over. So I think we make a really good team.
I saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb, a tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then you came and sat right next to me. Your eyes, they glowed and filled me up. We had never met before that time, but I just knew that we'd end up. You took it, you took it. Took away my loneliness, so I know it, I know it. You're making me wholehearted. Together, together it's always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted. We jumped off the subway leading nowhere. Your warm hands rubbed off the cold around me. I heard you say that everything is alright, but how did you know how I felt? You saw right through me that day. I was lost in space, but you pulled me down and wiped away those cloudy thoughts. I could see the sky when you were close to me. I can't believe what you brought. You took it, you took it. Took away my loneliness, so I know it, I know it. You're making me wholehearted. will always remember it. How you turned everything around. I will always remember it. How you got me off the battleground. How you got me off the battleground. Yeah. You took it, you took it. Took away my loneliness, so I know it, I know it. You're making me wholehearted. Together, together it's always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted.
So, why are we doing this? Why are we going through the challenges of preparing your home to sell and selling your home and buying a new one? Are we moving? What is the reason for it? So, we are not going to be moving very far. We are still going to be staying basically in the same town. We love where we live. We have family. Most of our family lives around here, and friends and my husband's job. Like, this is just where we are staying unless, something kind of forced us to move. So we like where we live, and honestly, we love our home that we have. It currently suits our needs very well. It has all the bedrooms and the space and everything that we need for our family. But there are obviously some reasons why we want to move. So we basically are just going to be moving to a different neighborhood. We are going to be closer to my in-laws. We're going to live in the same neighborhood as them. We are very, very close with them, and it's just something that we would have always liked to do. When we were purchasing this home, we did look in that area, but I wasn't 100% set on homeschooling yet. And so one of the biggest reasons that we chose the neighborhood we are in now was for the schools, because it has a really good school system. And the neighborhood that my in-laws live in is very nice. It just doesn't connect to as good of schools. So now, though, we are 100% set on homeschooling. It is a priority in our family. We make sacrifices for it. And I could go on on our reasons for homeschooling, but that's a whole other topic. But unfortunately, I was kind of wavering on it, or just not 100% certain at that time. And now I have so much peace in knowing that this is what our family is committed to, and that we have our reasons for homeschooling and we believe in them fully. My husband was homeschooled up until high school. He did go to a private school, but anyway, so we no longer need to live in this area for the schools. So that opens us up to be able to live near my in-laws. It also opens us up to different financial opportunities with selling our home and purchasing a new one. And then it also allows us to maybe have like another project, which is something that we've really enjoyed. My husband and I have really enjoyed working together, doing just little DIYs to fix up this house. And we're just kind of done for the most part in this house. Now, we're not going to move every time that we feel like we're kind of done with our projects in a house, but that's just kind of a perk in it, is that we could find a new space to make our own and do it, on a budget and all of that, which has just been a fun experience for us. By the way, we had that extra microwave because we thought ours broke, but it's actually not broken, just kind of funny. So we do end up removing that microwave. So that was exciting because that definitely frees up a lot of counter space. So anyway, I am just continuing to dust everywhere while you can see my husband in the corner is continuing to touch up paint everywhere. It's crazy. This house has never looked cleaner or better. Like, all of our hard work, and then as clean as we're trying to keep it, it's been so nice, which I will talk more about the cleaning and things we're doing in my next video, preparing like full-on cleaning the whole house. But here I'm just getting, when you live in a home, I think you kind of don't notice or don't see certain spots that, get kind of dirty or, stuff on it or whatever. So we're just wiping all that down. So anyway, we do have a home that we really like in that neighborhood that we would like to purchase, but there are just a few things that have to fall into place for us to be able to purchase that home, and it could, go under contract before we get the chance to put in an offer. So that is part of the reason why I have not shared until now that we're preparing to sell our home, because we weren't like 100% positive that we were going to do it right now. We knew that someday that was the move that we were wanting to make, and that we have all these reasons for why we want to do it, but we just, we hadn't found the right house and we just weren't sure about when. And then we found this house that we really like. It definitely has some fix-ups that it needs, and they've kind of listed it too high, so it sat for a little bit. So anyway, we're really hoping that we will be able to get it, but we are just still in the process of preparing our home. Obviously, it's a big undertaking and can take months to prepare your home to sell. So anyway, I just wasn't sure when to share this exciting news with you guys, but now we're like certain that even if we don't get this particular house, we are going to be moving soon.
Remember when you told me you believe in something and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim, and come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, 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 wild. Summer's end, and you feel that this is your beginning. Well, colors fade, but it's okay. There is good in changing. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim, and come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, 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 wild.
The next little project we needed to do is touch up the cabinet paint. So we had these cabinets painted few years ago when we first moved into this home. It made such a difference. I would do it again in a heartbeat, but we have never touched up any of the chips, and there are just obviously certain spots that are like high traffic areas, and we have kids and all of that, so we weren't sure what to expect, if it would look good or not. But my husband sanded it down a little bit first, and then he just painted over it, and I think it looks so good, and it really made me feel good about painting cabinets in general. I think it really brings life to older cabinets. It makes them feel newer, just like that layer of paint on it makes them feel fresh and new, and then obviously it's very pretty, they look better. And the house that we are currently interested in, we would definitely need to paint the cabinets. Now someday I think it would be awesome to do like a full gut renovation in a house that we own, but that would be very far down the road for us. So knowing that we can have our cabinets painted again and then just touch up the chips, that made me feel really good. I also want to mention that I hope that this video can inspire you, that maybe you don't have the budget either to like totally gut your kitchen or replace your flooring, but there are things that you can do that can make a big difference for a much smaller price point. So I just wanted to mention that, obviously we are preparing our house to sell, but we did all of these things when we moved in here because we wanted to make this place our own. And, when we moved here, I truly felt like this house was pretty ugly. I didn't really like the look of it, but it was in a good neighborhood, in a good location, good spot, really pretty spot, had a lot of curb appeal, and it fit our family. That was the most important thing to me, was that it would fit our growing family. So, we moved in and we made it work. We adjusted it to our style. It might not be everyone's style, but we made it our style and we have loved it. And it's been a good amount of years in this home. And honestly, this is the longest we've lived as a family in any home. And it does make me a little bit sad to think of leaving it.
Feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
as I'm editing this, I realized that removing the tape, this clip is like out of order, but I figured I would just leave it in here anyway, because I feel like it's satisfying to see the tape removal. So I don't know what happened with that, but honestly, guys, I have a lot of kids and a very busy life, so I don't have time to like restart my editing process, but I think it's satisfying to see, and to see how important it is to, apply the tape. But I'm so proud of my husband. I think he did a fantastic job on these floors, as well as touching up the paint on the cabinets, which, it's looking like this is in reverse right now because, you can see all the chips, but he literally just painted that in the last clip. So sorry about the confusion, but anyway, now he is moving on to touching up the paint on the stairs a little bit more, while I continue to clean and take care of the kids around him. I also wanted to mention that in that clip when he was removing the tape, you can see like kind of a straggler bush in the window. So I did actually myself, I feel very proud of myself, worked on those beds, those flower beds, and me and the kids, and added some more bark mulch and stuff. So I did not record that, but I do believe I recorded adding adding sod to the backyard. So I'm not sure if that made the cut in this video. I don't think it did, but I will show that in a future video. next up is putting these plantation shutters back on this window. So this was, just a little project, another thing that we needed to get get the house up to our standards for selling it. In my last video, we also cleaned carpets or had them like professionally cleaned, and we've done a lot. We've had some work done to the house, some things that needed to just be fixed. So we are doing as much as we can to get this house ready to sell in the most cost-effective way, but also make sure that things are fixed and, ready for the next owner. So I'm feeling really happy with everything we've had done. I don't know if I've mentioned that we have had the pictures taken now, but we have not listed our house yet. So we are getting there one step at a time. Another thing I'm very excited about in this new neighborhood is it has a golf course. And so that's kind of another reason why we would move, is that we just like that neighborhood. We like the golf course. My oldest Carter golfs, and so it'll make it a lot easier for him to just get on his golf cart and go golf. And I'm just excited for the little things like that. So anyway, I hope you guys are happy to see us finally fixing this window. It looks so much better with these shutters on. They look really pretty, and I feel like they make a statement in this kitchen. Someone left a sweet comment just saying that, I feel like you guys have worked so hard to make everything nice in your home, and I just don't understand why you have this curtain, up in your kitchen. Like, the way they worded it was very kind, and it made sense why they were curious about it. So anyway, I'm happy that it's up now, is all I can say. All right, guys, I think I am just losing it at this point. You may be noticing that this clip you guys have already seen. So I am sorry about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video of us getting our house ready for sale. In my next video, you will see kind of more of an after, where I clean everything, everything's been fixed up, and I do some good after shots. So please forgive me in this video, because I think preparing to sell a house and homeschooling young children, I'm just kind of exhausted and out of it. But don't you worry, there are lots of fun videos to come. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.